Welcome back to another video. This is the fourth video in our six-part series. In today's video, we're going to be exploring social perceptions around talent development and how parents are such influential characters in a child's experience in sport. In the last decade, there's been numerous young athletes deemed wonder kids or the next Messi or Ronaldo, yet have failed to reach their full potential and climb their way to the top. This has caused people across the globe to ask questions as to what happened and why. So, what is social background? Often, social and environmental influences are grouped together, socio-cultural. These evaluate an individual's social background, which determines an athlete's chances at success in sport, based upon ability, aptitude, and precocious talent. Bordeaux 1978. Does this give everyone an equal opportunity? Unfortunately, this doesn't allow for individuals a level playing field. Social background often heavily influences an athlete's ability to access resources, opportunities, and support, which has a strong correlation to decreased sports performance. Off the back of this, Anderson and Bakken 2018 explore the difference in participation due to social class in Oslo, Norway, suggesting that access to resources was the leading factor in lower engagement levels. Interestingly, they cite Latour et al. 2006, who suggests that lower participation in Italian adolescents was related to their parents' educational level and employment status. Is this the same here in the UK? The Active Life Survey is research measuring the levels of physical activity of people across England. Sport England 2017 produced a report stating that only 17% of NS Sec 1-2 individuals were inactive. Comparatively, NS-Sec 8 had 37% more inactive individuals, a 20% swing. This underpins Anderson and Bakken 2018 and their research into social class differences in sport. This also fits with the socio-economic demographic of England, which sees the West Midlands have the lowest participation levels in the country, whilst also having 27% of people living in poverty. Has anything been done to improve this? The West Midlands are known for hosting large-scale sporting events. In 2022, Birmingham held major sports for the Commonwealth Games, as well as hosting Ashes and World Trampoline Championships in recent years. This has helped to boost the local economy, provide jobs, and expose young people to professional sports. Is it fair that some children can access more and better opportunities? This is certainly a complex and highly debated topic. Many believe that every child is entitled to the same opportunities and resources. However, this is practically impossible to achieve. As mentioned earlier in this video, socio-economic status plays a huge role in the facilities they can access. Community funding projects have aimed to provide opportunities to those who are from less privileged backgrounds. There is no easy answer or solution to this issue. Why should those who can afford it suffer for those who can't? Similarly, why should those who can't afford it miss out on the opportunity? This leads us on to the role of parents. Luo and Kira, 2020, explore the influence of parents in talent development, suggesting their role is vital yet often overlooked. Typically, parents are the ones who introduce their child to the world of sport, and from a young age are developing core motor skills such as walking. Further to this, parents provide two critical resources: time and money. This links back to the social status. Often, work rich equaling little time or flexibility, and work poor equaling to no money. Support from parents is one of, if not the most important ingredients in athlete development. There are many examples of professional athletes developing their own children to also become successful in sport, such as David Beckham and Romeo Beckham. Do you think the birthplace effect applies to social factors? The birthplace effect is almost certainly impacts an athlete's development. Baker et al. 2009. This links to social environment, suggesting that those who live in the city have far greater access to facilities than those who live in rural areas. That being said, Martin et al. 2017 discusses the appropriate city size for an athlete, deeming it to be in the region of 50 to 100,000. This is to ensure that there is an appropriate amount of resources, such as qualified coaches and facilities, but not so populated that there is fierce competition for access. So, that brings us to the end of social perceptions. Overall, it is fair to assume that an athlete's socio-economic and socio-cultural status influences their success and development in sport. It's also important to recognise the vital role parents play in the facilitation of development, providing money, time, and transport. Stay tuned for the next video where we discuss the psychological influences in talent development.